Therefore, the whole world of experience is connected with object thoughts. Can there be a perception unless there is the form of that object in the mind? So the world enters through the senses. Suddenly the mind takes the form of the object. That's why you see the book, close the eyes. Then the form of the book would be there. If you open your eyes and see the book, still the form of the book is over there. Therefore, the whole gamut of these 5 spheres of perception depends upon thought forms. This is the statement. The whole gamut of our perspective, our perceptions, all the 5 spheres of perception, the world of sounds, the world of sight, the world of taste, touch and smell, all these depend upon thought images, thought forms. The mind takes the form of the object. Vishaya, Antakarana takes the Vishaya, Akaravruti. Antakarana, the mind, takes the Vishaya Akaravruti. That means what? The mind, it takes the form of the object. Otherwise you cannot know. How do you know? When the mind is in a nascent state, nascent in the sense of dormant state, in the Bijavastha, in the seed state, can there be any perception in sleep? No mind, no experience of the world. We don't say no mind, no world. No mind, no experience of the world. Therefore, all our experiences are connected with the mind, and that mind is nothing but object forms. But one thing is for sure. What is that? There should be an entity who appropriates all object thoughts. When there is an object thought, the entity is born to appropriate it. And what is that entity? I am that entity. I am that entity. Therefore, when a sight is there, the corresponding form is there in the mind, and there is someone to appropriate it. Once you appropriate it, then the I, in quotes, becomes seer with reference to sight. With reference to sound, then there is an incidental change in the I, in quotes, becomes the hearer. That means there is a conscious entity in us, a singular entity who appropriates all these perceptions. Sight, sound, taste, smell. Then you can ask, hey, who is the seer? I am the seer. Who is the hearer? I am the hearer. Who is the taster? I am the taster. Therefore, the object forms come and go. The object forms come and go. But there is this conscious entity who is the perceiver, the experiencer in the waking state, does not come and go. With reference to the sight, I am the seer. That means what? One who experiences the sight is the same entity who experiences the sound. Is the same entity who experiences taste, touch, smell. Therefore, in the waking state, as an experiencer, as though I am invariable and object forms are variable in nature. Therefore, when I say I, what is that meaning? this conscious entity, that I. Is this I timeless? The I cannot be timeless. Why? With reference to the sight, this I thought takes an incidental change. I thought becomes, with reference to sight, this ear. Then suddenly I hear something. I thought takes an incidental change. It becomes a hearer. It becomes a taster, toucher. There is an incidental change in the I thought, for one thing. And for another, this I thought is completely absent in another state of experience called sleep. So in the state of waking, the I thought takes the status of the waker, the experiencer. It gets dressed up differently with reference to different perceptions. With reference to sight, I become the seer. With reference to sound, I become the hearer. Ityadi. It is getting dressed up, but I thought remains in the waking state. Are you seeing it? Then, when the consciousness, because I am a conscious being, the consciousness, when it shifts its identification from the gross body to the subtle and causal body, when I go to sleep, when I am half awake, the world of dream opens up. Therefore, there is an entity very much there who is experiencing the dream state, but it just becomes an enjoyer, the experiencer. It doesn't have the facility called a free will in the dream, which it does have in the waking state. Waking state, I can employ my free will to do, not to do. If I choose to do, I can do it differently. I can employ my free will as a waker, but as a dreamer, I do not have the facility to employ my free will. Rather, I simply remain as an enjoyer. Whatever pops up in the dream, I cannot but experience it. I don't have a choice. I am an enjoyer in the dream state.